Alright then guys, welcome back to another Big Al Devlin or Big Al Devlin's Haunted videos. Today what we're going to be doing is a different approach. We've had poltergeist activity. Unfortunately, we just simply haven't got it on camcorder, which is what we're really trying to do for you guys, to show that the spirit in this house understands what we're saying. We're telling it to open cupboards in the kitchen and stuff like this, and it's doing it, but it's not doing it whilst we are actually recording, unfortunately. So unfortunately we have had positive communication, but we haven't had it in a way that we can show to you. However, what we have had is a lot of positive sounds. When I say positive sounds, what I mean is we actually are recording sounds on the camcorders that are inexplicable. We have screaming when I walk into the kitchen. We have, when my dog is barking, we have a guttural growl by the camera. We've had doors slamming. Okay, so we have kind of caught poltergeist activity on camcorder, but just the noises of it. And of course there's been lots of banging and sort of almost sounds like footsteps and things like this. And also, strangely enough, you can actually hear on Big Al's Haunted 2, the second video, you can actually hear Gil's voice as well as a lot of the things that I've just described. So that video, what I will say is you definitely need headphones for. If you've seen the video and go, oh, I didn't hear anything, but you were listening on your phone or you were listening on the television, then basically you're probably, because we listened to it on the television and we heard the main things like the scream and stuff like this. So we had positive results on a basic speaker system, but you need the headphones to hear the real quiet sounds, which are some of the creepiest sounds that you can imagine. Now, where we're filming today is not in the kitchen. As I say, the reason is because we're just not getting poltergeist activity in the kitchen whilst the camera is on. Also, the camera's being drained what's in there. That's a sign, of course, of a spirit being present when there's electricity being drained from electrical devices and stuff like this. But obviously by moving the camera to a different location, if the same thing happens, I mean, we've had it where literally we've only got 3 hours of footage. Very strange, very strange. It's like if the National Grid can't handle 8 hours of running a camcorder, because we plug it in and we turn it on, obviously at the mains, then England's got some pretty bad energy problems, right? So it's obviously being drained and drained significantly to power this spirit to be able to do what it wants. Last night, apparently, I slept through it. It's the weekend. I was tired and I slept through all of it, despite my girlfriend making vigorous attempts to wake me up because she was terrified. There was huge bangs in the house and thuds and just strange noises that just couldn't be explained. So, and it sounded like it was coming mostly from the hallway and things like this. So this is why we're filming in the hallway. One, give you a different perspective of the house. Two, give us a better idea of whether there's ghostly activity in here, as well as, you know, can you hear the noises in here as well as in the kitchen? And really just see what happens. Basically, we don't know what's going to happen, so it'll be interesting. Now, what I will do in a minute is I will place upon the floor, as you see, you'll be able to see all the way down the hallway to the bedroom. The bedroom door will be open. We apologise for any snoring. Just ignore the snoring, okay? That's not paranormal, supernatural activity. That's just humans being humans, okay? We will have the television on at times, especially in the early part of the footage. I tend to sometimes edit that out, but sometimes, to be honest, when we have had the kitchen door and the bedroom door both closed, you can't hear it anyway. It's very faint in the background. But obviously here, you're going to definitely hear the television. Obviously ignore the obvious sounds, but try to keep out listening for the really strange sounds. You'll also get first-hand experience of our dog. Our dog will come out of here chasing what we believe to be the spirit when he feels that we're being threatened. He'll bark at the end of the bed and he'll rush out, and you'll see how quickly he goes to the front door, which is right here. This is our front door, Okay, this is our only way in and out of the house essentially, unless you were to go via the conservatory in the back. Okay, so, and this is where we've had a lot of knocking, like people almost knocking to get in, and sounds of voices and stuff like this. So we're definitely getting paranormal activity. I'll lock this door now, and as I said, what I'm going to do, because you've got quite a clear view of the floor, is towards the bedroom, away from any doors. All the doors will be either closed or open or partially open. They'll be put in positions where hopefully you'll be able to see them moved if they get moved. But I'll put dog toys on the floor. Okay, so you know, like balls and stuff. So if there is any poltergeist activity, hopefully you'll see the balls just rolling around, but they'll be away from any doors, just so you know that there's no strings attached to them. Obviously you can see all the way up and down. You can't see in the side, but don't worry, we don't keep a guy in the bathroom all night, you know, putting on strings or anything if we do get any movements. This just is me and my girlfriend who's in the bedroom already. Okay, so happy ghost hunting. Hopefully we get something. I'm going to go about my chores now, of locking up and setting up everything for tonight, and I hope we see something of value. Okay, thank you guys. So this is the door, by the way, the one here that I'm directly by, that has opened on actual camera whilst I'm doing my editing. This is the door, and it's closed like that. And as you can see, I'm pushing on it and it's not opening. Even if I take it off the latch, it still takes quite an effort to push open. So as you can see, there is a lot of, you know, that was definite paranormal activity that we got. So as I say, what I want to do is just test to see if any of these doors open and close during the night. You may not pick them up on them because you are looking directly down the corridor, and of course lighting isn't the best, but we want to keep the lighting as ambient as possible. And that's it really. So my girlfriend's over there just having a cigarette, but you'll see us going to the bedroom in a bit, and we're going to have hopefully a good night's sleep. But listen out. You seen those dog toys, babe? Huh? Living room. Okay. Ball. Chewy ball, that's a lot lighter. Every ball's going there. Can you actually see that? Well, move it a little bit further now. 2 balls there. I don't know if you can see them in the camera because my eyesight's not quite good enough to see that far. Yeah, you can see a little bit. You might be able to pick up something. Okay. Actually, how close can you see? Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay. We're keeping the kitchen door, which is here, beside the camera, so that at this side of the screen, keeping that open, okay? Are we keeping the kitchen door open? I don't know. It gets pissed off sometimes when we close the kitchen door. We do get some more paranormal activity. Yeah. but it seems to be trapped in the kitchen if we close the door. But if we keep it open, sometimes we get very peaceful nights because it's obviously allowed to do what it wants to do. But at the same time, we want to let it roam and have activity here. Okay, and hopefully we'll pick up on something. Oh, close the lounge door as much as possible. That's slightly open because we've got wires running through. So all these doors are closed. So if any of them are open, then we know we've had activity, and hopefully the camera will pick up on some degree of movement that you should guys be able to see. Okay, there's enough of me talking. Probably go silent now. Alright guys, so we just noticed, we just come out of the conservatory and the bathroom door is open. I suspect it's my dog. I can't check at the moment. I suspect it's my dog who's opened it because he's dropped a red bone here also, which I'll move. So I imagine my dog's opened this bathroom door, but maybe you saw or heard it open. But I'm just going to close it again. Just in case. You can hear when it opens because it's got that clackety clack on it, which is just like one of those sayings like live longer and be strong and all that kind of stuff that women like to put up in their houses, right? I'm just going to pick up my mobile, guys, and then I'm going to bed, so I'll be out of your way, and so will the dog because they're followers. Take that big ball, baby, because we don't want that on the screen. What? What do you want?
I forgot to take my last tablet.
Alright. Right there. Come on. Come with me. Good night, guys. Oops. Right, left on. Good night. Oh, I close this door. Okay. That door. Every door is now closed, guys. That bathroom door's open slightly again. Alright, every door's closed, okay, so if anything opens, the only one that opens outwards is this, okay, all the rest open inwards, so unfortunately you may miss it, but we'll have a look at that footage and hopefully see that it's a dog. At the moment now I'm a bit like are we leaving the bedroom door open a bit, yeah? Yeah. Okay, so guys, we're going to leave the bedroom door open just a little bit because that way we can get footage ourselves if something comes through, and it lets the dog out if he hears any noises without having to disturb us too much. So I leave it like this, so you'll see a light for the first part of the video. Okay, until we turn the light off, that is. Thanks for the photos, babe.
Why should you stop sitting on my pillow, Ola? My space. United. Right.
Especially that's my upload.
You are?
My uploads on Facebook are bloody loud, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I called it his master's voice. The two photos of me and him.
That's one of them weird floor things around here again.
Okay, well, I can set it up a little bit.
It's what I did at the moment.
Where is it?
Yeah.
Where's here? Oh, you're down long legs.
It's a very small
They're
thing,
not-
but yeah.
They're not correct. Problem is they're hard to kill because you break their legs like I've just done, but they can still move. That's hollow. Fuck me. I need to put my hand through it.
Didn't have been happening.
Yeah, I need to put my hand through the fucking wall.
Did you?
Yeah. Great. I'll keep my shorts on just in case I have to run out. Yeah.
Come on, shift now. Shift. Move away.
Hello, we're going to bed. Need to turn that on or TV properly. Yeah. I'll turn this off. Good night, guys.
Really?
Out the way out, Daddy, come on. You insist in sleeping, but I sleep, don't you?
That's because you told me sister will sleep first and then I'll move you.
Yes.
He's not lucky, I'll take over either.
Yes. He's a lovely dog. Hey, lovely dog.
Look, I say you do think there's something low, but I have to be sure some bullshit. Please. We would appreciate any information you feel you can pass on to us. We will wait and hear from you about developments. It's been good to see you again. I advise you to have a sausage and go home. You're welcome to stay, but you haven't been invited. Yes, I thought it was time to go into the office. You can help us enlarge your business. We have to go to the president. If you can't, we have to force it because we've covered it too much already. He certainly says so about something. Why can't you run out? It's not all about her. Don't believe this. All that stuff.
noise has stopped. I'll just check the front door just in case, yeah?
The dog don't even want to go out there.
He doesn't want to come. Hello?
He's just staring.
He's ran away, isn't he?
Yeah.
Alright guys, I don't know if you heard that, but we could hear it over our telly and we've got it on really loud because my girlfriend's half deaf, so we have to have it on really loud. But there was a lot of cracking noises and our dog is whining, as you can possibly hear. He didn't want to come out of the bedroom. You probably saw him here. He looked around the corner and just ran. Oh, here he is. Here he is. You feel better now, baby? Do you know what that noise was? Do you know what that noise was? Hello? I'm just going to check the front door. Our security lights turned on.
That's it?
Yeah. No, sorry, no, this is street lamps. I wasn't sure then, I just saw a white light outside.
You shut the kitchen.
Huh?
You shut the kitchen.
That the noise again?
No, I think that might have been there.
The cupboard doors aren't open, but it's dark, so it's hard to say. But nothing obvious.
That's the kind of noises I was hearing the other night.
Was that what you were in yesterday, yeah?
Yeah, and then but then it stopped and I started hearing loads of big bangs.
Thuds.
Yeah.
We might hear them soon then. Unless I've scared off whatever has caused it. The camera will pick up, if you guys haven't seen video 2, there's screaming wherever I appear. I don't know if it's a spirit scared of me or whatever, I'm not sure. But you may have heard a scream when I came onto in shot. All the doors are closed as they should be. So I don't know what, but yeah, that was loud. That was loud. Stopped as soon as I've gone out there though.
Yeah.
So we've got a noise that's really loud, cracking. Yesterday, followed with thudding. Dog's scared, won't come out. I know he eventually came out, but he came out once all the noises had subsided. But those noises subsided and stopped when I came out into the corridor. Right, looks like we're going to have a busy night.
I don't think so.
You like things?
You're not scared.
Shoes of a guard dog you are.
Yeah,
We took a look around the corner, I looked at him, and he ran back in as fast as he could, so we threw him out.
He wanted to save his ball.
I know then he got his ball and he had confidence then to come out.
He does, yeah.
It won't be long. You haven't actually given me the address yet. You want to tell me how you know where Anna lives? It's exactly the same.
stopped as soon as I spoke. Coming from the front of the house.
Front.
Yeah. I was expecting it to be more towards us. It's not the front door, but it sounds like it's coming from the kitchen. Why would we have that noise in the kitchen?
No reason.
No reason whatsoever.
Go in and just turn the light on and check quickly.
Hello? Is that your way of communicating? I want you to be angry. Sounds angry. But you don't need to be. What is unusual is that if that was pipes or something, which I've never heard pipes like that, if that's pipes, we need new pipes.
Yeah.
Right, which we don't need.
Why is it only happening at this time?
But it's not just about the time it's happening, it stopped as soon as I either ran in the kitchen or spoke.
Yeah.
It stops on when I'm around.
So if it happens again and you go out, don't speak.
Well, it stopped last time when I went near the sound. And I think this time it stopped when I went to the border of the kitchen. I can't quite remember. I'm tired, but we'll see it on the camcorder anyway. But it stops when I'm there, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I think it was when I said hello. It stopped. You can probably confirm that, can't you? Yeah.
That's what I mean. Next time you go out, just be as quiet as you can. Do not speak.
Balls haven't moved. But I couldn't see anything in there. There were no cupboard doors opening or anything, yeah.
What's weird as well is that he's not picking up the noise.
You can't hear it,
Like, he's asleep.
He was fast asleep. But he ran away from the noise last time.
Yeah.
He saw something in that hallway and ran.
Yeah, over so long to now, isn't it? Yeah, but my eyes were. Weird noises, isn't there? There's nothing in the kitchen that will make that noise.
I was in there. Nothing. It started coming from everywhere in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It sounds like it might be. It could be that, but it was not up there.
Really? Yeah.
As soon as I said hello, it stopped.
We're not talking kitchen, not it?
This is the first time round, I didn't talk. I just walked in there and stopped instantly.
Well, next time, be quiet and don't talk.
Or go in there.
I mean, you can go in after a bit to see where the noise is coming from. Easy
But I
to
can't tell, it's coming from everywhere.
just like the room in general.
Yes, the whole room is making a noise. It's like the walls or whatever.
It never happens in there.
No, never happens like that. Not that noise. To be honest, I don't even get through the front or anything.
No. You get not stressful.
Right. taking his ball. Has he got a ball in, yeah?
Got a ball in the bed.
What colour is it? Is it purple or red?
Purple.
Yeah, I was about to say we're missing a ball. Oh, then we get really creeped out then. Guys, we've only got one ball left, the dog's taken one of them. No idea what that noise is. The dog scared it away that time. I was going to go into the kitchen and hope, you know, as close to it as possible. But as soon as he grunted, yeah, he scared it off. By the time we left the bedroom, he scared it off by grunting. It does react to you being there.
It carried on for a good length before you were out there though.
Yeah, I was almost by the kitchen,
Yeah.
and then Arlo came.
Yeah.
And he's not exactly quiet, is he?
Mm-hmm.
But it'll happen again now, look now. I've left the kitchen door open. Oh, is there enough light? I'm just wondering if there's enough light to see inside. Shit. Crap, that's scary. Alright guys, so you've probably heard the noises on the camcorder, really loud noises that are waking us up. Every time I mean it carries on until I walk into the kitchen and it instantly stops, or until, as you've seen, I said hello and it stopped. I can hear noises behind me. There's noises in the lounge, hang on. So it's moving. Where's Arlo? Something moved in the lounge. Sounded like something with, like, you know, when you move around with a lot of clothes on. Yeah. Right, guys, so I've just been in the lounge, which is behind the camera now. I heard something moving. It was either in the lounge or directly behind me, one of the two, in the hallway. But obviously we can only film one part of the house at a time, and I just feel giving you a different view and perspective of the kitchen where the noise is coming from, or seems to be focused at the moment. That's the best thing we can do, is just do that and see if you see anything. I don't think you will see anything, but this was just a test to see if you could hear the same noises really that you can hear when we put the camera as far back into the kitchen as we normally do. And you I imagine you can hear the same noises, but I was wondering if you could hear screams and stuff like that. We'll see when we go through the footage. But we'll watch this part now. I'm almost tempted to watch that lounge as well. Turn it around. As we know, the kitchen doesn't show anything, babe. What do you think? Because the kitchen, right?
What do you mean, just turn it around so you can just see up the armchair?
We know. Yeah, well, basically, yeah, you're only going to get a limited view because I have to keep the camera where it is because it's wired up. And obviously, lighting's minimum.
Why don't you not show the sofa?
Well, yeah, the sofa's by the wall, isn't it? So you can't see the sofa, so you're only going to get a limited view. But I just got something moving in there. Couldn't see anything. I just heard. I don't want to say it, but I heard a person. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Moving. Like you do when you got like a raincoat on or whatever. You know that kind of scrapey noise.
Yeah, like a rustle.
Yeah, like a rustle, but obviously human, you know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be pissed off if there's like the drawers open tonight. After all these nights we've tried to get poltergeist activity. I mean I can't see all the drawers from where the camera is, anyway. But you might get something. But the lounge, I don't think you're going to see anything in there because there's nothing to move around, is there? And this is, if it's just recording noises, well, they can just see the kitchen, and if it wakes me back up, I'll move it towards the lounge, yeah? Or back facing towards our bedroom. One of the two. Yeah, no doors are open there or anything.